Hello all, very good morning. So we were discussing regarding the valvular heart diseases. In today's topic, I would like to discuss you regarding the tricuspid regurgitation. So if you are new to this channel, I request you to check the playlist. I have discussed regarding the cardiovascular diseases. We have discussed regarding the aortic valve stenosis and regurgitation, and I also have discussed regarding the mitral valve regurgitation and mitral valve stenosis and mitral valve prolapse. And in today's topic, we are going to discuss what is this tricuspid regurgitation. So as we are coming across this term regurgitation means nothing but anything which has been entered the backflow, it is considered as regurgitation. So here coming to this tricuspid regurgitation, it is mainly accompanied, means it is occurring when there is mitral valve stenosis and when there is pulmonary hypertension. So here the tricuspid regurgitation, it is always accompanied with this mitral valve stenosis and pulmonary hypertension. If you want to understand this topic more, if you go and check this mitral valve stenosis, I have discussed what is this mitral valve stenosis, you will understand very easily what is this tricuspid regurgitation. Coming to the anatomy of this tricuspid valve, if you see, so this is the aortic valve. As you can see here, these are the two leaflets that are present. These are mainly preventing the backflow of the blood, and if you see here, these are the three leaflets. This is the anterior leaflet, this is the septal leaflet, and this is the posterior leaflet. All these three together, they are called as tricuspid valve. It is mainly situated in the right side of the heart, and the aortic valve which is present here, this is mainly present in the left side of the heart. Coming to the causes of tricuspid regurgitation, so whenever there is RV dilatation, nothing but right ventricular dilatation or mitral valve disease or any kind of congenital heart disease or any kind of right ventricular dysfunction, then it will result in the tricuspid regurgitation. And other disease factors that are responsible for this regurgitation are endocarditis, Marfan syndrome and rheumatic fever. So these are all some of the causes for this tricuspid regurgitation. If you see the pathophysiology, here the pathophysiology of the functional tricuspid regurgitation. In phase 1, initially there will be right ventricular dilatation. So when there is right ventricular dilatation, there will be tricuspid annulus dilatation. So here the valve, it will dilate. So if you see the picture here, mainly in phase 1, what is happening, there will be initial right ventricular dilatation. So there will be slight dilatation in the right ventricle, and what it will do, it will result in the dilatation of tricuspid annulus. So you can see the red spot here, this is the tricuspid annulus, and it is dilating. It is dilating here. In phase 2, what will happen due to the progress in the right ventricular dilatation? So you can see here how the progress is there. So there is increased right ventricular dilatation, which is along with the right ventricular dilatation, here again the tricuspid annulus is also getting dilated. And what it will do means it will decrease the function of these leaflets. And in phase 3, there will be right ventricular distortion. So means nothing but all over the right ventricle the dilatation is occurred, and what happened means the leaflets are failing to function here, and you can also observe the pulmonary hypertension. So this is the pathophysiology of tricuspid regurgitation. So it is very simple. Due to the causes, what will happen, there will be initial right ventricular dilatation which will result in the tricuspid annulus dilatation. So in phase 2, what will happen, along with the right ventricular dilatation, here even the leaflets are getting dilated, and what will happen means the function is being lost. And in phase 3, there will be more dilatation, hypertrophy of the right ventricle will be there, and it will result in the complete dysfunctioning of the leaflets, and also the pulmonary hypertension is being developed, and the backflow of the blood is mainly done here. So what will happen, the blood, so here you need to understand one thing, how this pulmonary hypertension is being increased, you need to understand. So for example, if this is the heart here, for example, the blood which is normally coming into the right atrium, it has to enter into the right ventricle, and from right ventricle it has to enter into the pulmonary circulation. But because of this tricuspid regurgitation, the blood which is entering into the right atrium, it is again, due to the leaflet dysfunction, it is again re-entering into the right atrium. So when it is re-entering into the right atrium, the blood, it cannot be pumped into the pulmonary circulation properly, and what it is causing, it is mainly causing the right ventricular dilatation, and it is also resulting in the increased pulmonary hypertension. Due to the decreased blood in the pulmonary circulation, the pulmonary vessels, they'll increase the tension mainly to meet the needs of the body, but because of this condition, it will result in the pulmonary hypertension. If you see the pathophysiology here, firstly whenever there is left sided heart disease. So it could be like mitral valve disease or aortic disease or any kind of coronary artery disease. So due to these causes, here what will happen means the left side atrial pressure is increasing, and along with the pulmonary disease, if any person is having any kind of COPD or any kind of pulmonary disease, what it will do, it will cause pulmonary hypertension. So due to these causes, there may be left and right atrial enlargement, and sometimes due to this pulmonary hypertension directly it can result in the RV dilation and dysfunction. So because of left and right atrial enlargement, what is happening, there is RV dilatation and RV dysfunction. So what it will do, it will cause tricuspid valve annular dilation, which will automatically result in the tricuspid regurgitation, which will automatically result in tricuspid regurgitation. So you can see here, when the person is having the right ventricular dilatation and dysfunction, this could directly cause tricuspid regurgitation, and if any person is having pulmonary valve disease, during these conditions also it can cause RV dilatation. And during the atrial fibrillations, so because of clot formation and other predisposing factors, it can lead to tricuspid valve annular dilation. So this is the pathophysiology. Coming to the clinical manifestations, if you see here, when a person is having the right side heart failure, these are the clinical manifestations that you can observe. So since you can see, if this is heart, this is the tricuspid valve and this is the bicuspid valve. So if there is mitral valve stenosis, or if there is aortic valve stenosis, means during opening of the pulmonary aorta, so during this we will call this one as left side heart failure. If there is tricuspid valve stenosis or pulmonary valve stenosis, during this time we will call it as right sided heart failure. So we have the clinical symptoms of right heart failure are like ascites, edema, nausea, anorexia and abdominal pain. So whenever, since the right side of the heart, it is receiving the blood from all over the body. So if the amount of fluid which is coming from all over the body, if it is not recycled, what will happen? The pooling of blood will occur. So firstly, it will affect all the extracellular fluid. So you will feel ascites, means abnormal accumulation of fluid in the peritoneal cavity, and you can also feel the edema. This is mainly due to the failure of excretion of extracellular fluid to the outside, and nausea, you can see anorexia, abdominal pain. And whenever you are examining the patient, you can feel wasting, and jaundice may be present, edema is present, and artificial flutter, it is very common, and you can see elevated jugular venous pressure, and you can see tender and pulsative hepatomegaly. Hepatomegaly means nothing but enlargement of liver. And whenever you are auscultating, you can generally hear S1 and S2 sounds, but during this right heart failure, you can also hear S3, and the person will also have increased expiration. So these are some of the clinical manifestations that were there in the tricuspid regurgitation. Into the investigative part, if you see the investigation part, mainly we are going for history collection as well as physical examination, and we are doing ECG. So this will show us what is the underlying condition. So whenever we are interpreting the ECG, we will come to know because of which cause the person is landing in such situation, and we will go for chest X-ray. Chest X-ray is mainly done to assess the size of the heart, whether the person is having any cardiomegaly or not, whether there is any pleural effusion or not. So we will check all these things. So nextly they are doing the echocardiogram. So here the color Doppler, it confirms the diagnosis whether the patient is having this tricuspid regurgitation or not. So these are some of the investigations that were done in tricuspid regurgitation. Coming to the treatment part, if you see, if there is no pulmonary hypertension, and if this tricuspid regurgitation, it is tolerated or it may not tolerated, it does not require any kind of specific treatment. So we have to see for the symptoms of right ventricular failure, and we have to respond to it by using diuretics and salt restricted diet or fluid restricted diet. And nextly, in case if this tricuspid valve regurgitation is related to valve pathology, and during those times you may need to go for tricuspid valve replacement. So this is the treatment that is involved in the tricuspid regurgitation. So with this, we are done with tricuspid valve regurgitation. Hope you understood. If you like the content, please like, share and subscribe the channel, and if you have any type of queries, please drop them in the comment box. I'll try to explain it. Thank you. Thanks for watching.